Yo, what's up, sports bettors? I got 6 player props for you, and we're going to be looking at this new platform. I've explained it in other videos. It's not, the hottest, most popular sports book, but I've been able to find a lot of profitable bets on it. It's called Parlay Play. So one downside about Parlay Play is they only have a maximum bet size of $60. But regardless, in the history, since I signed up for this sports book a few months ago, I've been on a bit of a losing streak recently, but I've been able to rack up $17.90 in profit, $1,700. So it's a platform that has a lot of profitable betting opportunities. And I say this in every video, but in these videos, I'm just trying to show you what I'm betting, why I'm betting it, explaining why I think these plays have an edge. So my first play is going to be from the Sportsbook screen. So you go to Sportsbook, and then you go to Sportsbook screen. And basically the way this tool works is pretty simple. It just lets you view an entire market, right? All of these books set lines independently. So you're going to see Prize Picks. They have LeBron's line at 32.5 points plus assists. You look at Underdog. They also have his line at 32.5 points plus assists. But you look at Parlay Play. So if we go back to Parlay Play, so let me just get out of here. How do I get out of here? There, let me click up right here, is what you're going to notice is Parlay Play. Like, I use this screen, I look for line discrepancies. All these books, they want to be unique. They try to set lines independently, and sometimes they screw up. So what you're going to notice is you want to look for big discrepancies. So what you're going to notice for LeBron is like Jokic. Every book has his line at 39.5 points plus assists. There's no value. Parlay Play, Prize Picks, Underdog, they're all aligned. His line's at 39.5. There's no value. Right? But you look at LeBron, and sometimes it's in player points, sometimes it's player assists. I mean, I check as many markets as I can. As a sharp bettor, you're like an investor. You're hunting through the market, looking for line discrepancies. So what you're going to notice for LeBron is Parlay Play has his line at 33.5. You look at every other data point, so Prize Picks and Underdog, they have him at 32.5 points plus assists. And then you look at all the sports books, they have him at 31.5 points plus assists. Right? So long story short, Parlay Play, they're 2 points higher than the sports books, 1 point higher than Underdog and Prize Picks. What are they doing, right? Follow the data. As a sharp bettor, this is the key to making money sports betting is every book is a data point, right? Every single sports book. So you can see we have PointsBet. PointsBet sometimes has slightly different odds from state to state. So you're going to see we read in all the data, and every single platform is telling you LeBron's line should be lower. Every other data point is saying, no, LeBron's line should be at 32.5 or 31.5. So you want to slam the under on Parlay Play. So that's the first pick that I went with. And I've explained in other videos kind of like how Parlay Play works, why it's better than Prize Picks in some ways. And basically what you're going to notice is for these 6 pick entries, so if you look at Prize Picks, right, the way that Prize Picks works is any 6 picks you select, any 6 over-unders, right? It doesn't matter if you take over or under, any 6 picks you select, you go 6 for 6, you get a 25x payout, 5 for 6, you get a 2x payout. So you look at Parlay Play, you go 6 for 6, you get a 25x payout. You go 5 for 6, you get a higher payout than Prize Picks at 2.5x payout. Right? So long story short, these are what I call fixed payout platforms. They don't change your payout based on the picks you select. If I switch this to Anthony Davis, points and assists, you're going to notice, hey, we're still getting the exact same payout on Prize Picks, right? If I go to Parlay Play, I take the over for Gordon or I take the under, it doesn't change my payout. Right? So basically what you can do and what I've done is you can essentially just like back out what percentage of your picks do you have to win to be profitable? Because on Parlay Play, right, and this is how I've made all 1790, pretty simple. All you have to do is win 53.22% of your player props on this platform to be profitable. Most people can't do it, right? So if we go back to Parlay Play, think about it, right? If you have no edge, what Parlay Play, what all sports books bank on is you don't have an edge. You don't have an advantage. And if you don't have an edge or an advantage, you're going to get 50% of your over-unders correctly. You're going to get 50% wrong, right? You're going to be correct 50% of the time. You're going to be wrong 50% of the time. Just like flipping a coin, heads versus tails, over versus under. Gordon's always going over 21.5 PRAs or under 21.5 PRAs. So if you have no edge, no advantage, you're only going to get these right 50% of the time. Right? But on Parlay Play, you have to win 53.22% of your picks to be profitable, right? Because Prize Picks has slightly worse payouts, so on Prize Picks, it's slightly worse payouts. So for these 6-pick entries on Prize Picks, you have to win 54.21% of your player props to be profitable, right? So Parlay Play, it's not as popular of a sports book compared to Prize Picks, but there's higher payouts, so it's easier to find sharp bets, right? It's easier to find profitable bets. All you have to do is find props winning over 53.22% of the time. So my first player prop I got from the OddsJam Positive EV tool. So this tool works for sportsbooks. I mean, I'm currently in California, so FanDuel's not legal. Again, based on your location, you're going to have different sports books. Canada has different sports books than the US. Alabama has different sports books than New Jersey. Every location has different laws and regulations, and sports books have to get licenses. So each one is only available in certain states. So you may not have Parlay Play available to you, but you may have Prize Picks, right? And the same concepts apply for finding value, finding an edge. So if we go back to Parlay Play, what you're going to notice is the first pick I went with is Smart under 3.5 rebounds, 5.37% profit margin. So this is really high, right? You got to remember this game's tomorrow. Stock market goes up like 8% a year. You're getting 5.37% in a day, right? So that's why sports betting is really powerful. Why you can make a lot of money doing it is your returns are daily. But long story short, why do we want to go with this play on Marcus Smart, the bet in bold and in green? Why is OddsJam recommending this play to us? So take a look at the sports books, right? Every sports book, you have to internalize this. Every sports book is a data point on where the line should be set. It doesn't matter what Marcus Smart did in his last 5 games. If you watch highlights from his last game, it doesn't matter. Everyone else watched the game. It's all baked into the odds on sports books. And every single sports book is telling you the exact same thing. Marcus Smart's under is the favored outcome, right? It's the heavily favored outcome. So you can look at a line movement chart. You can do all these things, but everything is baked in to the market. You think about the price of a stock, right? Like if there's great economic news today, the economy is doing well, these reports come out about it, the stock market will go up, right? It reflects all the new information in the market. So obviously this didn't happen, but if Jason Tatum were to get injured, it's reflected in the odds, right? Everything is reflected in the market. That's why real-time price data, in other words, sportsbook odds, where sportsbooks are setting their lines, is more important by far than anything else you can look at. I don't care about what Marcus Smart did last game. If he had 10 rebounds, if he had 2 rebounds, it doesn't matter. It's already baked into the prices, the odds that sportsbooks are putting out. And you're going to see every single sportsbook from FanDuel to Caesars to DraftKings to Pinnacle. Pinnacle is known to be the sharpest, the smartest sportsbook out there. They all have Smarts under heavily favored. Again, on Parlay Play, this platform, they don't change your payout. Literally, look at this. They don't change your payout based on you selecting over versus under, right? Your payout doesn't change. All you have to do on this platform to be profitable, and most sports bettors, they don't understand data. They can't do this. They can't win 53.22% of their player props. But this is an example of an extremely sharp and profitable bet on Parlay Play, an NBA prop for Celtics Heat Game 2, because all the books have the under heavily favored. You're following the data, right? So you can see OddsJam actually has a fantasy optimizer right here. So you go to fantasy and then you go to fantasy optimizer. So what this does, fantasy optimizer, is it just quantifies the win probability for your bet, right? So Parlay Play is a simple platform. There's nothing more to it. It's fixed payouts. It doesn't matter if you take golf picks, NBA picks, NHL, a combination. Doesn't matter. This is the payout you're getting. If you can win over 53.22% of your picks, you're going to be profitable. It is that simple, right? So you're going to see this play, Marcus Smart under 3.5 rebounds. We know the books have his under favored, so the under is going to be over 50% to occur. But what the fantasy optimizer does is it just actually quantifies the win probability for your bet. So all the books have his under heavily favored. So according to OddsJam, this is 55.78% to hit, right? And it's all just based on sportsbook odds. Nothing complicated going on here, right? I'm just following the data. Nothing complicated going on here. So the way you can kind of think about it, like a lot of people, they get confused, like where does this number come from, 55.78%, is you have to remember like sportsbooks tell you win probabilities for bets through their odds, right? So both the Celtics and the Nuggets are favored. The Nuggets are minus 193. The Celtics are minus 376. So obviously the Celtics are more favored compared to the Nuggets. The market is telling you the Celtics are more likely to win game 2 than the Nuggets are to win game 2. So essentially, like, the Nuggets are around minus 200. So minus 200, every odd has an associated probability. And what I mean by that is all minus 200 means is the betting market is pricing that the Nuggets are a 2-1 betting favorite. If every sportsbook had the Nuggets at minus 200, they're a 2-1 betting favorite, 2-1 to win the game, which means 66.67% to win the game. That's all minus 200 means. So Marcus Smart, his under 3.5 rebounds, it's not at minus 200, so it's not 66.67% to win. But based on where sportsbooks have the odds, around minus 145, it's 55.78% to win. So this is a prop bet that's profitable. So I took a lot of these plays. There's a lot of plays on the fantasy optimizer. And again, sometimes there's more value on prize picks. Sometimes there's more value on underdogs. Sometimes it's parlay play, which is why I always recommend to people do all these platforms. You'll see I'll have a bunch of bets on underdog fantasy. You can see I cashed this one right here. There we go. So I'll have a bunch of bets on underdog fantasy, parlay play. What I'm giving out is just where I'm finding value, you know? So Marcus Smart under 3.5 rebounds is a play you really got to be on. So what I ended up going with, and I'll zoom in a bit, is Smart under 3.5 rebounds, Vincent under 3.5 assists from the EV tool. We took LeBron under 33.5 points and assists, Brown under 28.5 points and assists, Murray over 10.5 rebounds plus assists, and Bam over 11.5 rebounds plus assists. So 6 picks, sharp bets that I was able to find on Parlay Play for tonight. I really hope this video was helpful. My email, this spreadsheet is in the description if you have any questions, and let's get after it. Let's make money.